So yesterday I was reading this book. It's a Subotica book. It was at the apartment, and I found like very interesting thing here. If you see on the page one, it says Wednesday from 10 a.m. and then Saturday at 1 p.m. They have the free tour. I'm not sure whether it's gonna be in English, but at least it's good to have a free tour. So for this you have to come to the Blue Fountain. So this is the Blue Fountain. Just sit or stand in front of Blue Fountain. If you see no tour guide or someone is coming in, you can call this number and they will arrange for someone to be on site. With me, I have one family and they were kind enough to call this number, and then the tourist center said they're going to send someone. So yeah, I don't know whether it's going to be in English or local language. Whatever it is, it's always good to have a tour with a group than just going solo. So the tour guide has arrived, and she's kind enough. She said she'll be covering it in two languages, Serbian and English. But I don't want to sound pain. I'll see how it goes. If it's too much of a pain for her, keep explaining in two languages, I'll just skip the English part and we'll just go with the Serbian tour. And I'm also not sure if she will allow to record it. So I'll ask her if recording is fine or not. So stay tuned, guys. Hello.
Hello from Subotica. Welcome to our beautiful city. Okay, so first historical mention of the city Subotica was in 1391. Of course, the city is much, yes.
I read about it. Yeah.
First historical mention, first historical artifacts we found is on the last ice age. So yes, so a long time ago, people really lived here. They're mostly hunters, of course. That's the main preoccupation of them. But okay, let's go further in the history. In the 6th century of the after Christ, first on this part of the Vojvodina, Slovenian camps, but at the end of 9 come Hungarians. Do you know who?
Yeah, Hungarians.
Okay.
Yeah. I read Hungarians and Turkish, they were always having a fight over Subotica.
Yes.
Who wants to own it? So it had some 200 rulers came and went, and they keep changing the name of Subotica. And finally the name came Subotica.
Yes,
yeah,
so
I read that.
I hope it's definitely, who knows, but yes, we have, but it was more or less when they're writing it, they maybe change 1-2 letters and things like that, so it's not like we have so many different names, but it was Subotica, Sabatica, or something like that. So it's about writing, not
just adding their own word to it, making sure it's changed.
Yes, and the main difference was that in one short period we were Maria Teresiopolis because of the so that's about the names. So it's not
I've seen
so
the Maria
many
name has come
names.
twice or twice, Saint Maria.
Maria Teresiopolis.
Twice it has come.
Yes. But let's go why. Why is it? So first, I don't know how to say it. First big event for us was maybe in 1417 when there is a small fortress built because we have to fight against Turks, so that was the strategy. You build a fortress and all the people came inside of it. Yes, and that's our main fighting
because in
strategy.
In India also we have fortresses a lot. But there the fortresses are more for king and queen to stay and live. So it has lot of other things. When I was in Belgrade and I was in Novi Sad, I saw the fortress. It was more of just walls around and few things inside.
That's military fortresses. And you have castles. In castles, a queen or emperor live, but in fortresses, all the people live, and it's for the soldiers. They are on the
ammunition and all that.
They live in the fortress, and the people is inside of the fortress, so to protect. Yes,
Now I understand.
and indeed, in that period, a lot of Hungarians go further in the north because of the Turks who are coming to this land, and mostly Slovenian were the one who fights the Turks. But okay, it was very important that we became fortress. That was one of the strategies, as I said. Hungarian king, Matija Korvin, gave this land of Subotica to his cousin. He was from Erdel in Transylvania, that's in Romania. Yes.
I just want to make sure.
Okay, yes. And his name was János Pongret of Tengelig. That's his full name and title. And he built a fortress here. That's interesting. And then in 1526, it was very important year for us because that was the year when the Mohad battle became, and it's important because then Hungarians lost their kingdom because they lost their king. And yes, that's the again, Turks and Hungarian, yes, and Slovenian in the middle of everything because of the territory and people who live in all of this area. And it was very important for them because they lost the king, and now, of course, Turks come here. In 1542, the patronage was under Turks. And they were here until 1686. So it's not that long period of time, but it was important. We have a lot of historical writings about who lived here, what they're doing, and things like that. So it's really interesting for historians, of course, and other people. And the first, let's say, bigger event after that is in 1743. That was the year where they decided that Hungarians and then Habsburg, not Hungarians, but Habsburg monarchy, because there became Habsburg monarchy and their territory now. But and all Hungarians were living in Habsburg monarchy. And this was also the patronage of Habsburg. Of course, and that was the year when they decided they don't really need to have soldiers to defend the borders because there was peace now, and they becoming the cities, like not military cities but free cities of Europe, and the status of the free kingdom city,
free state,
we came in 1779, so it was our golden age of sort.
Everyone like freedom and
because before that we were mostly agriculture, and then we have to import craftsmen. Of course we have craftsmen, but they were just traveling craftsmen. So now we have to have asnafs and things like that, and it was very important, and that's why you are a city, because you have craftsmen in there, of course. And it was, as I said, a golden age for us. The next golden age for us was when the train come in our city, so we have a train and everything, and that then we have opportunity that our suffixes we export in Europe.
So whatever you produce, you can export, and you can
export, and we have money again coming in our city. So we became a very rich city in that period, and all the buildings you will see. Mostly of this city are built from that period
1770 onwards.
From let's say 1870s, 1890s, 1910. So in this period, that was the second golden age, let's say, and because secession was latest trend in Europe, and the latest architectural boom, it was very popular for us. Of course, we want to be in vogue like in Europe, so that's why we have so many Art Nouveau buildings and things like that, because that was in that period of time when we became rich. Yes.
Okay.
So what is important for you to know is that first Subotica became part of Slovenian group after the Second World War. So during that period of time we were part of Hungarian, and after that the kingdom of Slovenian, Serbs and Croatian SS, we call it like that, and then kingdom of Yugoslavia. Maybe you heard?
Yeah, Yugoslavia.
So, yes, and until Second World War it was kingdom of Yugoslavia.
And then it split and all that.
And then this region was split between Germany, Croatia and Hungary. This part was under Hungarians, who was also fascist in that time, but they reform and that's fine. And after Second World War we again became a part of Tito's Yugoslavia. We call it Tito's Yugoslavia, so that it's not kingdom, but it's Tito's
That's why
Yugoslavia.
I've seen like few of the places they have named their apartment as Tito's apartment or Tito's guide and all that.
Yeah,
so that's how the
because
name Tito
he's a
comes.
very big public figure for us, and our president of that
That era.
FNR Yugoslavia. Yes.
Okay,
You understand.
perfect.
Okay, but now
So
we
thank
have
you so
to
much.
walk.
Yeah,
Thank
we'll walk
you.
and
we
we'll keep
walk and
covering.
now we'll
Okay,
talk
okay,
everything.
thank you.
Okay,
Thank
come.
you.
Okay, sad malo.
So it was a lovely information, guys. Let's cover what all we can.